So in this video, we're going to be talking about Leo moon in the 12th house natally and what this placement means for you if you have it. And with that being said, what the moon represents in astrology is it represents our emotional security and emotional fulfillment. So what keeps us inwardly secure? And so it shows something that when it is taken away from us, it can create unhappiness or emotional frustration or a sense of insecurity. And when the moon is in Leo, this indicates this need to feel capable because Leo is about confidence and it's also about energy and it's also about talent. So when people have the moon in Leo, they always have this desire to perform well in life. And, sometimes there's this emotional fulfillment that comes from getting validation or at least feeling confident, feeling valuable. That's very important for Leo moon individuals. And they always feel like they have to have the energy in order to provide for themselves and for others. They're quite self-reliant individuals. And in this case, you have the moon in the 12th house as well. And this is a very fascinating placement. It's very interesting and unique. And I almost get this energy like you guys are hiding from me when I'm channeling this kind of placement. And, when I make videos, I sometimes tap into, how I'm feeling intuitively. And the reason why I'm feeling this about you guys is that this placement indicates hidden talents. And the reason why is the 12th house has to do with secrets, and it also has to do with the unconscious, things that we are sometimes insecure about subconsciously, but also things that we hide, and like it can be about insecurities a lot of times. So when the 12th house is in Leo, this shows usually insecure ego or just somebody that hides their ego because they are not confident in themselves because they always find flaws. They can always find a reason to disprove themselves. So that's why the 12th house in Leo is so associated, with the sign Virgo, which is about perfectionism. And with the moon being in a Leo, this shows this emotional need to feel validated, but it is, subconscious sometimes to yourself, but also it shows you just have a lot of hidden capacities, hidden talents, because the moon shows a resource that we have. And when it comes to, things such as group work and collaborative situations, you just have this desire for your contribution to be respected and for other people to see your point of view. Because a lot of times with this placement, it indicates that you have a lot of out-of-the-box ideas. You have a lot of creative capacities and talents that sometimes, it's not going to immediately be understood by other people. So what happens with this placement is that a lot of times when it comes to your talents, you actually hide them. So that's why when I was, trying to come up with this video and trying to analyze this placement and come up with all the notes, it almost felt like you guys were hiding something from me, or like the answer. Anyways, the other meanings of Leo is it's about our energy levels. It's ruled by the sun, and it's a fixed fire sign. Fixed means a constant state, and fire is about energy or action. So strong sun placements are people that constantly have, vitality, constantly have energy. They're full of passion, and they're like the sun. They never run out. And a lot of times people depend on their energy as a resource. And so when the moon is in this sign of Leo, but it's in the 12th house, this shows this constant need for creative energy or this constant need for inspiration. So, for whatever reason, individuals that have this placement, they have this need to receive inspiration from the divine, or they need to feel inspired, especially when it comes to their work life. There may be something related to your career or to your day-to-day life that requires inspiration and requires a fresh perspective each time. Ideas and creativity and inventions, they come very naturally to you because of this placement. And art, music, even acting, all of these are good outlets for you. They're good releases. You may feel like this need to be productive about your imagination. And, the moon shows the need, something that we need. And Leo is about creation. It's about creativity, especially the 12th house too, which is about creativity. So there's often this need to materialize your creativity in a way that other people can see it. And the reason why is because when the 12th house is in Leo, the natural place for Pisces, which is the sign associated for the 12th house, is in the 7th house, which has to do with the perception of other people. So a lot of times you feel like your creativity or your talents don't matter unless other people see it. And you may have a lot of things going on in your mind and in your imagination, but you really doubt it. Like you have a lot of self-doubts about it, and you can almost perfect it. You can try to, create things and you'll keep perfecting them, but you'll never share them because the truth is with this placement, you care about the perceptions of others a lot. But also you're definitely a dreamer. And sometimes people don't see our dreams. They don't see our vision. And you're somebody that's very in tune with other people's point of view of things. You're always dreaming about things that you want to do or create because Leo is about creating things. It's about creations. It rules children. So this is also why people that have this placement, they have this strong need to manage their energy or to create a routine. Especially because the natural sign that's in the ascendant when the 12th house is in Leo is Virgo, which is all about routines, practicality, and efficiency. And so when it comes to your energy, you're very particular of how you expend it. Because there's just this need for you to create things or to be productive and to materialize your creativity. Now, the final thing about this placement, which we briefly covered at the beginning, is that there's this emotional need to feel confident because the moon is in Leo, and specifically to have faith in your own capabilities and dreams. And a lot of times the reality of things or, the fact that other people can't see your dreams right away, sometimes it can discourage you. When you have this placement because you're so in tune to other people's perceptions. And, the times where you don't feel confident in your talents and in your creativity, you'll feel worthless and you'll feel down on yourself as indicated by the moon in Leo because moon in Leos, they need to feel confident. But when Leo's in the 12th house, it struggles with insecurities. It's a complicated place for Leo to be. Another thing about this placement is that you guys are very ingenious people. You guys are inventors and futurists. You guys can come up with a lot of ideas and, you guys can be inventors, tinkerers, or just a bit of creative geniuses, actually. And the reason why is because the natural place that Cancer is in the 11th house when the 12th house is in Leo. So you guys may not have the 11th house in Cancer, but there is this underlying archetype that comes with your moon being in this 12th house Leo, which is, since the sign Cancer is naturally from the 11th house, your moon rules the 11th. And, the 11th is all about inventing things. It's all about future. It's all about technology. It's all about logic. And it's all about making sense of our imagination in order to make it into a reality. That's why it rules geniuses. That's why it rules achievements and humanitarian progress. So, like, there's an element of wanting to invent things when you have this placement. Because you have so much imagination, you actually have perhaps a lot of creative talents. And even knowing this, you will still doubt it. You guys just have this drive to apply your talents, your creativity into creations or into inventions, or for other people to see your creativity and to validate your visions. And a lot of times that comes with, making them into a reality. So you guys always have this need to be productive as well. And therefore, you guys manage your energy, and you guys have this desire also to be creatively inspired at all times. If you guys lose your inspiration, you guys feel kind of down as well. With that being said, that basically sums up this placement and my notes that I had for this video. I hope it wasn't too scattered, but if I had to sum this placement up in one sentence, it really just shows hidden talents. And it just shows also, for whatever reason, that the individual has this need for creative or spiritual energy so that they can materialize some sort of goal. And, that could be a big theme of your life. That could be, a vague way of explaining your ambitions when you have this placement. But hopefully it resonates. And so if this video resonated with you, or you enjoyed, and you saw yourself in any way throughout this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. And, another thing, this is definitely a true artist placement. So artistic people. With that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching and supporting in any way that you do. If you'd like a full-on natal chart reading where I cover the whole of your chart and therefore get a more personal interpretation of your placements and of your chart, then definitely check out my Patreon. Other than that, I will see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.